Hello, I'm Julie Lyonn Lieberman. Welcome to the Electric Spice series, part 2 of 4 tutorials. In this tutorial, we're going to be talking about how to amplify your electric, control the tone, and use special effects. I'll be using my NS Design NXT violin, a Zoom special effects box, and the LR Bags preamp. When you're selecting an amp to use, and for those of you who are new at this, you will not be able to hear your electric unless you are plugged into an amplifier. Every single amp will actually provide you with a different sound. So I highly recommend that you take your instrument once you've made your instrument choice and bring it to your local music store and do some research online. We're very fortunate to have that available and read other people's reviews, what they think. Most amps are actually designed for bass, guitar, and keyboards. They're not designed for us bowed string players. This makes it a little bit trickier for us in terms of the control of our overall tone, our overall EQ. EQ meaning equalization. The lows, the mid-range, the presence, and the treble. And our preamp will give you that kind of very detailed control so that you could really tailor the sound that you want. Now this is similar, though more detailed than what we can do with our acoustic. Change your brand of strings, you get a slightly different sound on your acoustic. Change the bow you're using, you get a slightly different sound. Change the sound post setting, you get a slightly different sound. With the electric, we don't have a sound post. We can make a difference with the strings we use. I am a huge proponent of the D'Addario strings because I like to use slide technique. I like to use a lot of techniques in my left and right hands that really require a smooth surface string rather than a wound texture, and a string that has a very fast response rate, which the Helicore, the Zyx, and the NS strings all provide. Once you've selected your instrument, you have selected the amp that meets your budget, that gives you the weight that you can handle. If it's humongous and you have no muscle tone, that's not going to be a good pairing for you. You want an amp that you can actually move around in your home and travel with. Then the next step is working with that preamp to create the tone that you are that just makes your heart sing, that gives you the warmth or the cutting edge or whatever your individual preferences are. Then the next step is, if you so choose, to use special effects. Now stick around for a second and I'll tell you about the Loaner program. NS Design, the maker of the NS series of electric violins, has generously offered to loan your school, if you are a part of a school orchestra or you are a string director, an NS Design instrument to use for the performance of Bollywood strings published by Kendor, the junior or the senior or both editions. The score itself is an interlocking score, meaning that your junior orchestra can perform it as a standalone, your senior can perform it as a standalone, but the two orchestras can come together and perform their parts, and they all interlock as one. There is an electric violin part for each level that can be played simultaneously, or you can opt to just have one part played. The Loaner program, the information for that, along with an exciting offer from the Electric Violin Shop of 10% off for a Zoom Effects box or an LR Bags preamp. That information is available at julielyon.com, and I hope that you will take advantage of both. They're great companies.